Federal funding freezes continue to affect communities in Oregon, including right here in Southern Oregon, where we're still recovering from the 2020 fires. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Haley Gravitt.
And I'm Tim Quidadamo. With funding freezes, layoffs, and rescinded grants affecting many parts of the community. Newswatch 12's Rocky Walker spoke with an organization working to rebuild the urban tree canopy that was lost during the Alameda fire and how that funding freeze is affecting them. Rocky.
Tim and Haley, I want you to take a look. Those trees right behind me, while they're pretty young, they're going to grow into big, lush urban canopy. That was just one of the about 15 projects that's been done in the area through the Treezillions program with our community forestry. A lot of these projects, they're funded through federal grant funding, but with, like you said, freezes and grants being rescinded, the future for them is pretty unknown.
22 right here so far, and probably another 50 to come just in this one park.
Mike Oxendine describes projects his group's done to replace fire-damaged trees and rebuild the urban canopy post-Alameda fire. A program greatly affected by Trump's funding freezes and cuts.
Our organization had a $600,000 award from the Arbor Day Foundation, their Community Roots program, and the federal government retracted that contract.
Meeting the 40 projects they had on the schedule, they're working to fulfill their contracts, but for some of them,
we're not going to be able to provide those services.
Being a program that aims to help the disadvantaged and fire-affected communities, they say providing shade and a screen of fire resistance through the trees can be life and death.
Not having trees in an urban area, in particular manufactured mobile home parks, it puts people's lives at risk.
As they work to find other funding streams to meet the need the community faces, the group rethinks how they will fund projects moving forward.
And we always thought that, you're backed by the federal government. The federal government is one of the ones that you can trust to fulfill its obligations, and we're finding that's not the case.
Now, they told me that they still have a dedication to replacing those burned hazard trees with healthy ones here in the region. But make sure to stay tuned for Newswatch 12 at 6 to hear from somebody who actually had the project be completed before this grant money was rescinded. Reporting live in Talent, I'm Rocky Walker.